Top 8 Amazing Prehistoric Creatures with Unexpected Adaptations. Animals advanced into all the wild and wacky structures we know today for some reasons. These included modifications of biological systems, changing food supplies, and the presence of new specialties that were opened by the passings of hunters or contenders. At times, nonetheless, Mother Nature got detanked and concocted something truly abnormal, in any event, as indicated by those researchers who reveal bizarre old things professionally. 8. The tooth-beaked dinosaur bird. Winged animals are fundamentally dinosaurs. Yet, the progress between the two occurred in quite a steady, piecemeal way that figuring it out is an immense cerebral pain. Another animal has been found from this cerebral pain instigating time of creature development, the Ichthyornis dispar. It's a missing connection type creature known as a stem-winged animal since it rides the line, and abnormally, among dinosaur and fledgling. It involved Kansas 100 million years prior in the days when Kansas was an inland ocean. What's more, despite the fact that it had a long nose, Idispar hadn't yet lost its dinosaurian teeth. All things being equal, it consolidated the best of the two universes to threaten antiquated ocean life. It squeezed fish from the water with its birdly pincer bill and afterwards squashed its prey into a tasty glue with its very much ripped dinosaurian jaw. What's inside its head is similarly as significant. Idispar had a shockingly huge cerebrum to go with its monumental snout. This disagrees with speculations which contend that jaw muscles should shrivel as skulls, and minds, develop more monstrous. It's no big surprise that the keen and destructive Idispar and its kind had a splendid future. 7. The 1,000 kilogram, 2,200 pounds, guinea pig that stabbed enemies with its massive tusks. 3 million years prior, ancient rodents stuffed genuine muscle. The Uruguayan Jos Fortigasia monisi was the mightiest, with a massive 1,000 kilogram, 2,200 pounds, body that could stand side by side with a bull. Of the multitude of rodents' particular highlights, larger than average front teeth are the most self-evident. The maximized guinea pig J. monisi was a lord among monsters in dental Cs also, with 30 cm, 12 in, incisors that looked like tusks more than rat teeth. Simply observing these teeth wasn't sufficient for researchers, who needed to know how they dealt with. Utilizing CT examines, virtual reproductions, and PC reenactments, scientists reproduced J. monisi's nibble and discovered it was fit for conveying a chomp probably as solid as a tiger's, despite the fact that J. monisi's chompers could bear powers multiple times as incredible. That is most likely on the grounds that it accomplished more than chomp. J. monisi most likely utilized its tusk-like incisors to gut whatever ticked it off. The animal likewise utilized its teeth to root about the ground and uncover concealed staples like an elephant would. Generally speaking, extremely great for the cousin of the guinea pig. 6. The amazing pig-nosed turtle. Turtles are among the planet's most established animals, having graced Earth for in excess of 250 million years. Nonetheless, in spite of estimating differences, nature has been genuinely moderate with ancient turtle plan. The exemption? A slight transformative hiccup 76 million years back which created the silly, pig-nosed Arvanacles goldeni. The turtle possessed Utah path once upon a time when North America was a major island known as Laramidia. Utah itself additionally appeared to be profoundly unique during the Cretaceous. Its deserts were supplanted by hot and muggy bogs which stretched out into floodplains, marshes, and waterways for the pig-snouted turtle to sprinkle in. A goldeni develops a current developmental mystery from Laramidia. Animals from the north and south wound up looking excessively changed. This displayed a surprising degree of separation, particularly with the absence of clear factors isolating the two populaces. This secret was not in the least cleared up by the presence of the pig turtle. 5. The pug-faced megahyena. Pachycrocuta brevirostris is known as the short-colored hyena because of its scorn-nosed pug face. In any case, don't let the ridiculous look fool you. P. brevirostris is the baddest hyena to actually walk the earth. It's a hyena with the mass of a lion. and all that contemptuous mass is stuffed into a body no taller than that of the present spotted hyena. P. brevirostris thick body, bold appendages, and jaw were worked for searching matchless quality. Its low, stooping height gave it incredible influence to tear pieces of meat from enormous, substantial remains. At that point P. brevirostris hauled its supper away to eat in harmony and well-being prior to rehashing the quick in and out move. P. brevirostris constrained its direction onto the developmental scene around 3 million years prior in Africa and Asia. At that point it walked into Europe around 1 million years after the fact. Tragically, that harmonizes with likewise disapproved of movements embraced by our progenitors. Evidence early man and hyena possessed similar spots. This wasn't so incredible for our side, as per disfigured Homo erectus stays from the Dragon Bone Hill site in China. 4. The dolphin that thought it was a swordfish. Scores of weird animals show up and vanish each time the sea's warm and cool. Among the most peculiar of these creatures was a dolphin that assaulted prey with a sword-like nose like a swordfish. The longest snouted warm-blooded creature ever, Zarhashi's flagellator, showed up at the transformative party 20 million years back during the Neogene period. This animal donned a schnoz multiple times longer than its skull. This Pinocchio nose of a nose was more than 1 meter, 3 feet, long, and it moved through the water as Z flagellator looked for prey. When it bolted onto a heartbreaking supper, Z flagellator clubbed its casualty senseless with its weaponized nose. Researchers know this subsequent to contemplating the structure of the nose to appraise the powers it could withstand. Analysts additionally analyzed Z flagellator's physiology to comparable ancient dolphins just as present-day marlins. 5. In any case, the atmosphere at last snuffed out Z flagellator around the start of the Pliocene epoch. A severe glaciation period changed the animal's territory and food gracefully, clearing out the long noses by 2.5 million years back. 3. The cold-blooded goat. Myotragus balearicus, a 46 cm tall, 18 in, bantam goat from the Balearic Islands, endure a large number of years by embracing a system from the reptilian developmental playbook, mercilessness. Its old goat bones dazed researchers, who had never expected to locate the tree-like development rings inside. Since warm-blooded animals are consistently fabricating their bones, they don't show this skeletal peculiarity. Yet, unfeeling creatures develop their bones in sprays when assets permit. Those assets didn't permit a lot of squirm room on the fruitless, unfruitful island of Majorca. So the Balearic goat decreased and acquired some reptilian science. Presently it could laze around in the sun the entire day and not continually stress over food. Be that as it may, its decreased size and metabolic rate accompanied a disadvantage. M. balearicus couldn't battle or even viably flee from its hunters. Fortunately for the goat, it didn't have any hunters on the little island. So this tiny, exposed, non-athletic goat, making the most of its Mediterranean heaven for 5.2 million years, that is double the normal rule of warm-blooded creature species. M. balearicus was ultimately executed off 3,000 years back when people showed up. 2. The walking crocodilian. Dinosaur legend is brimming with secrets. For instance, how did dinosaurs endure their reptilian rivals, the proto-crocodilian-like Rauerjukians? In contrast to crocodiles with their spread appendages, Rauerjukians, identified with an archetype of crocodiles, held their legs straight beneath their bodies. The more upstanding direction would have made strolling simpler and quicker while going on 4 feet, as Rauerjukians were evidently wont to do. This quadrupedal inclination was one reason that dinosaurs outlasted their Triassic colleagues. It appeared to be that dinosaurs had the benefit of bipedalism, which is a quicker and more productive type of headway. Yet, science has discovered that probably a portion of the Rauerjukians likewise strolled on 2 feet. One example that did so is the dinosaur imposter Poposaurus gracilis. The 225-million-year-old P. gracilis was roughly 4 meters, 13 feet, long, with a significant piece of in-reverse bended teeth to shred its prey. It had cleverly little arms, however compensated for them with a since quite a while ago, tightened tail which permitted the animal to walk and run upstanding like its stronger dinosaurian partners. On account of P. gracilis, the secret of dinosauric predominance is reignited. 1. The ferociously vegetarian cave bear. The European cavern bear, alleged for its partiality to caverns, weighed as much as 500 kilograms, 1,100 pounds, and equaled the biggest living bears. However, dissimilar to current omnivorous, cookout bin-grabbing bears, the old variation was only herbivorous. These bears meandered Europe and Asia from 300,000 to 25,000 years prior, vanishing around the last glacial maximum. Despite the fact that its current circumstance was dry and cold, Ursus Spilius figured out how to rummage for enough vegetation to help its enormous, 3.5 meter long, 11.5 feet, outline on serving of mixed greens. How do researchers know? They examined the bones, some of which go back to almost 50,000 years prior, of 6 bears found at 3 cavern locales in Romania. Researchers focused in on the fossilized collagen inside the skeletal remaining parts and contrasted it with bone collagen from carnivores, herbivores, and cavern bears from different pieces of Europe. In view of the proportion of various kinds of nitrogen in the amino acids inside the collagen, specialists reasoned that U. Spilius was a severe veggie lover.